Hello, Steve Mills here. Welcome back to my Results Podcast. It's great to be here again, sharing my thoughts and ideas on growing your business. Now, today I've got a bit of a controversial podcast because I'm going to talk about the coronavirus, which is obviously something that's in the news. It's everywhere. You can't turn on the TV or listen to the radio, read a newspaper without it being front and central. And obviously it's a very, very serious thing. But I just wanted to give my take on it and how it affects businesses. And I'm very privileged to have with me today Judy Walker again, who's going to ask me some questions about it and what I think. So welcome to the podcast again, Judy. It's your second time on the podcast and great to have you back.
No, thank you very much for inviting me. I'm delighted to be here and to talk through what is actually going to be a serious issue for small businesses, for meetings, for gathering, all sorts of implications. When we were talking this morning about the effect of coronavirus on businesses, you had some really cool ideas that could actually help people through this particular period of time, this crisis, sort of management of your business. Did you want to just...
Yeah, to kick off with that, yeah. We were just chatting this morning talking about, one of the issues is obviously around meetings and getting, in front of people and, whether that's attending networking events or, just even one-to-one meetings with people and certainly travel. That's a big thing. I'm 2 weeks' time, I'm supposed to be going up to Preston, which from Portsmouth involves, getting on a train full of people and then through London on the Underground, again, loads more people, and then another train or two, I think, up to Preston. So in that day, potentially, I'm going to bump into many, many thousands of people. And yet, if I was going there for a meeting, it would be very easy for me to just do that meeting online, which is how I do most of my meetings now. I've been doing this for quite a few years. I use Zoom.com, that's ZOOM.com. It's a fantastic resource. It enables us to do one-to-one meetings or one-to-many meetings. So my particular version of it allows me to meet with up to 100 people in different places, different parts of the world. And it costs the grand total of £14.99 a month for multiple meetings. So if you've got meetings with clients, and, it's not necessarily, meeting a client is a bad thing. It always meeting that really affects things. And what you don't want to do is spend loads of time traveling to a meeting and coming in contact with thousands of people. So that's certainly one way. The other thing that I mentioned was the use of or the attendance at networking events. And, really there's no way around that. You either go or you don't, and you have to make a decision on that for your business. But the way around it, I'd say, is get into LinkedIn. You can network with 28 million people in the UK and over 600 million people worldwide online from the comfort of your own home and office without taking any of the potential risks of networking via the traditional methods. So there's a couple of ways to kick us off.
Well, I really benefited from coming on your own LinkedIn course, of course.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
And you are an expert, and it was just so illuminating how to use it properly. And this could be the first instance where you push yourself as a small company or business owner or whatever to actually use LinkedIn properly. And you've got loads of advice on your website as well, haven't you?
Yeah. If people go to www.stevemills.co, it's just full of information and advice. Lots of great links to our resources page. Go and click on that and have a look at that. The free report on how to grow your business called the Results Report, or obviously my webinar, which I run pretty much every Thursday at 12:30. It's free to attend. It's called Results. We have a different theme each week, and you're very welcome as a listener on the podcast to attend that.
So I think what's going to be really important over the next sort of 2 or 3 months with businesses is the understanding of the technology that's out there. Now, you're really up on this, and I've always said I'm a little bit of a Luddite and coming to it late, and you talk about webinars, and I'm like, what do you mean if I haven't got the time for a webinar?
Sure.
But actually, accessing information online is so current and is what people should be doing.
It is, and we were chatting this morning about people attend seminars, and how long and how often have you attended a seminar and thought, it was a great day, really enjoyed that, learnt so much. Then you go back to work, you get busy, and then 3 weeks later you may remember 1/10 of it. And you might have some notes and things, but, the truth of the matter is, we only retain so much. If you don't use it, you lose it, I think is really true. Whereas these days, the online training market is currently worth 350 billion with a B. That's a massive amount of training going on online. And, I've got my own programs. I've got my results program, which is online. I've got LinkedIn training, which is online. And I'm developing new training literally as we speak, because I really do see that as the way forward. It's great for the environment. You don't have to travel anywhere. If you think about, I can't make a particular day, well, that's never an issue, because you can train yourself whenever you want, from wherever you want. Somebody signed up to my LinkedIn training recently, and he was telling me that he listens to it on the treadmill. He goes there every morning, picks up a video. It's based on about 30 odd videos, and sticks it on his iPhone, watches the video with his earplugs in as he's running away on the treadmill. So, how cool's that?
Really cool. So sort of to end, we're basically saying actually use the technology. It's there for you. Yes, we're in a crisis management situation potentially in this country the next 2 or 3 months, but there's so much information, so much help, and so much access to other people via a virtual environment.
The bottom line is now's the time we've got to think different. Because if we just sit back and go, isn't it terrible? There's a coronavirus. I don't know what's going to happen. How's this going to affect my business? Will I still be in business in 3 months' time if everything terrible happens? And you only need, again, to listen to the media, and they'll have you believe that the world's going to end and it's going to be terrible. And the truth of the matter is, nobody knows really what is going to happen. That's my perception. That's my opinion on that. We don't really know. What we do know is this is the problem. If we maintain it and we control it really well, it'll be less of a problem than it would if we let it run riot. And so we're, as a country and throughout the world, we're trying to do that. But as a small business owner, I really think, as Judy said, the technology is a solution. But I'd also say that what's in your head is really important. If you're thinking, a little bit like Brexit, we've just gone through, and the people I see and speak to in the business community saying things like, we're not really doing very much now because of Brexit. We're holding on, and we're not going to, do anything. Do you know what? If Brexit had or would be a really bad thing for us, they're going to have their business in a worse state. So my message really is, with this coronavirus, you have got to keep pushing forward with your business. Because if you don't push forward, I almost guarantee it's not going to stay as it is. It's probably going to fall back. And when I say push forward, I really mean keep getting out there with those sales and marketing messages. Keep pushing, keep trying to grow your business. And to be honest, it might not grow as much as it would do without the coronavirus, but it's here, so we still need to, attempt to, grow that business, push it forward, and, let's just hope that, things in a few months' time, we're sat here saying, do you remember that? And, it's something we've managed to overcome. Let's just hope that's the case. So, any other questions or points, Judy?
Just to stay safe out there.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
And use the tech.
Yeah, use the tech. Yeah, use the tech and have the right attitude. They're the two messages. So that's it. Thank you, Judy.
Thanks.
You. Good to have you on the podcast again. Thanks ever so much for listening, everybody. If you do want to set up a meeting with me, albeit an online meeting, okay, we're doing that these days. If you want to set up an online meeting, just simply go to my website, which is www.stevemills.co. There's a button there that says book a meeting. So book a meeting online. It's all automated. That's it. Go and do that, and we'll talk about how to grow your business and how I can help you. So thanks ever so much for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you again on the next podcast of the Results Program. So thanks very much for listening.